Hello, and welcome to Inklings with Irena, the weekly energy show connecting you to your intuitive guidance system and your unseen resources. Thank you for joining me today, because today I'm talking about the hidden impact that physical clutter has on our emotional well-being. It's hard to explain that sometimes to my 17-year-old son who has his own system and way of doing things, but it really does make an impact on how we're feeling and what we're doing. Hi Pam, great to have you. As you guys jump on, say hello, drop hashtag live in the comments so that I know that you're here. It's wonderful to have you. All right, hidden impacts of clutter. Oh my goodness. And by the way, if we haven't met yet, my name is Irena Miller. I'm an intuitive energy coach. I've been guiding women for over 20 years on how to trust their gut instincts and set up the energy in their physical space to help them feel in harmony and go after their dreams. Hi Tammy, so happy that you made it. It's great that you're here. All right, the first thing I want to share with you is the way that energy sets itself up around us. Maybe you've had a yoga class before, and in yoga there are hand gestures that are done. You have hand gestures like Anjali Mudra, this is a familiar one, and Chin Mudra. And the idea behind placing your hands in these particular shapes is that it evokes an experience. So you place your hands in prayer position to evoke the experience of gratitude, thanksgiving. If you think about your home, there might be things that you've done in your home to evoke a certain experience of welcoming friends and loved ones. Maybe you have a welcome mat by your front door. Maybe you have a seating area on your deck that enables you to have friends over and enjoy music, but you set it up in such a way that it will create an experience. This is what we're talking about when we start to tune into the physical clutter around us. Because when things pile up, you'll find your anxiety levels start to rise. You try to ignore it, which means you end up desensitizing, and then you tune out of very important messages. So these are the three most important things I want to share with you today so that you don't miss out on important opportunities when it comes to getting that new job or meeting your friend by picking up the phone at just the right time, finding out they're coming into town. Or sometimes even it's as simple as not losing a check that comes in the mail because it got shoved into the pile of papers and you missed your opportunity to deposit it. So the first thing is knowing that everything gives off a vibration. Even if it appears solid and physical, it's moving at some rate, which means that atoms and molecules are bumping into each other and it's creating a feeling. And when something isn't friendly, right, like fingernails down a chalkboard, we can try to ignore it and tune it out, but we end up desensitizing ourselves, which means when intuitive guidance comes, we're not going to hear it. It's going to be almost impossible. So what do? The first thing, be present, even though it is uncomfortable. And I'm going to show you a special yoga hand gesture to help you develop the tenacity, the courage, the strength it takes to face maybe the unpleasant things. Because when you shine a light on those things that are uncomfortable, maybe don't feel so great, they bubble to the surface, you take the power out of it. It's not like the scary shadows that happen in the middle of the night in your bedroom and you think, oh, it's a monster, and it turns out to be a teddy bear. We make things into a great big deal, bigger than they have to be because we're worrying about it. It's like, oh, I just need to ignore it. But if you shine that light on it, it takes the power away from it. So to find the courage to do that, we're going to do something called Sankalpa Mudra. Now, getting back into these mudras, it's spelled M as in mom, U-D-R-A, and it means seal. It could be the seal that you use, like the instrument, to make the wax impression, or it could be the wax imprint left behind. The beauty of that I love is if you think about the seal, it has this beautiful shape, and the wax pours into the shape of the seal. So we're shaping your body in a particular way that energy, grace, essentially, you're opening to receive grace, can pour into your life. Because we can't do anything to earn or deserve grace, but we certainly can become more of an open receiver to it. We have free will. We've got to ask and we've got to be open to receive. So for Sankalpa Mudra, you're going to, if you're seated, it's nicer. I'm standing here. you're going to cross your right arm over your body. And as you, actually, I'm thinking of mirroring. Let me do it this way. You're going to cross your left arm over your body. And as you cross your left arm over your body, your hand is just coming by your heart. It's really tuning into your heart's desires. The back of your right hand will just rest on your right thigh. And you're going to very slowly place left hand on top of right, resting the back of that right hand on your thigh. Now the beauty here is that you're taking a moment to breathe in deeply. Your left arm is giving you the courage to turn into your heart. And as the left hand roots down on the right, you are committing to this journey. You know there'll be stumbling blocks that come along the way. You get tired, you get frustrated, but you're staying committed to the journey for the long haul because you know that the clutter, when you release it, because it costs us energetically, you're going to feel so much better. You're going to be able to receive those messages of intuitive guidance. So just take a deep breath here, setting your intention, and slowly let it go and release the hands. When you follow these steps of becoming present, of shining a light on these scary topics and making a commitment to yourself, you're going to find that all of a sudden you shift the energy and you're able to tackle the clutter. Because I want to share one story with you as we're getting ready to wrap up here. The story of one of my clients who was looking for a job and was so frustrated because the job that they had been in ended unexpectedly, and they knew it was time to go for a long time, but they just didn't have it in them. And their desk was this pile of papers, right? You have papers everywhere. So when it came to be the end of the job, it caught them unawares. Not only did it catch him unawares, but now he had to find a new job. He had a family to support. And he started to look, but discovered that the pile of papers was causing such a distraction that it was this heavy weight keeping him trapped to the old job. And we needed to energetically clear the connection to the old job before he could move forward and find the job of his dreams, which he did within a few weeks' time. It was very, very exciting to see the process shift. Know that it's not always easy in the beginning, but if you make that commitment to yourself, if you line things up, the energy will pour through and it will support you. Thank you so much for being here with me. It was wonderful to have you. Lori, thanks for coming. I'd love to continue the conversation with you over in my free Facebook group. Come join me while I'm still accepting new members, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Bye, guys.